What if spending too much time alone is rewiring your brain? Imagine going days without a real conversation. Not just small talk with a cashier or quick texts with friends. Actual human connection where someone sees you, hears you, engages with who you are. Now stretch that to weeks, months, or longer. You tell yourself you're fine, that you're just introverted or need space. But something's shifting beneath the surface, and by the time you notice, your brain has already started changing. This is Imagine That. And today we're exploring what prolonged isolation actually does to the human mind, and why the effects go far deeper than just feeling lonely. The neurological shift. When solitude becomes damage, when you start spending most of your time alone, stress hormones spike. As days turn into weeks and months, that acute stress becomes chronic, quietly rewiring your brain's architecture. Social interactions aren't just pleasant, they're essential for what researchers call social reality testing. Conversations act as mirrors, helping you gauge whether your thoughts make sense or you're spiraling. When you're alone too much, you lose that feedback loop. Your perceptions go unchallenged, your thoughts echo in a chamber with no walls, your sense of identity and reality starts to blur. Depression creeps in alongside obsessions and intrusive thoughts. The brain's limbic system, which regulates fear and stress, becomes hyperactive. Meanwhile, your prefrontal cortex, the center for reasoning and impulse control, can actually shrink. Memory falters. Focus disintegrates. The balance shifts from rational thinking toward pure emotionality. The physical and emotional toll. Your sense of time warps. Days blur together. Sleep patterns collapse. Heart palpitations, headaches, digestive issues appear from nowhere. Your body is responding to isolation as a threat because evolutionarily it is one. People who've experienced prolonged isolation report fundamental personality shifts. Anxiety becomes baseline. Ordinary situations trigger panic. Social skills atrophy like unused muscles. Paranoia creeps in. You start assuming the worst about people's intentions because you've lost practice reading social cues. Concentration becomes nearly impossible. The cruelest part is how isolation creates its own momentum. The longer you're alone, the harder it becomes to connect. The worse you feel, the more you withdraw. You're trapped in a feedback loop where your brain has adapted to being alone by making connection feel threatening. The way back, your brain's remarkable ability to heal. But here's what matters most. Your brain is remarkably adaptable. The same neuroplasticity that allowed isolation to change you can work in reverse when you reintroduce connection. The damage isn't permanent if you start rebuilding those pathways. Small steps count more than you think. A brief conversation with a neighbor, a coffee with an old friend, joining a class where shared activity creates natural connection. Each interaction is like physical therapy for your social brain, awkward at first but gradually rebuilding strength. Understanding that prolonged isolation physically changes your brain gives you permission to take reconnection seriously. Feeling worse after months of isolation isn't weakness, it's neuroscience. And just like any physical injury, recovery is possible. The anxiety will be there. The self-doubt will whisper reasons to cancel plans. But on the other side of that discomfort is the recalibration your brain has been craving. Because here's what the research shows. We tend to get better together. Your brain needs other brains to stay calibrated. Connection is always available. It's never too late to reach out, never too long to have been gone, never too damaged to start healing. Your brain is social by design. Honoring that design doesn't make you needy, it makes you human. The version of yourself you're looking for isn't found in isolation. It's waiting on the other side of connection. Take the first step. Your brain will meet you there and start rebuilding what isolation took away. One conversation at a time, one interaction at a time, one connection at a time. You're not too far gone. You're just ready to come home.